Hey everybody, my name's Justin, and this is my 1-year review of my Gucci loafers. Specifically, these are Jordans in brown. I don't know if Jordans is the proper way to say it because it has 2 A's in it, but nonetheless, we're going to call them Jordans here, which is a good little segue if you're looking for fashion advice or like how to wear these or what to wear them with or a detailed history on them, something like that. I am not your guy for that. I'm just here to tell you thoughts after owning them for 1 year, maybe experiences, stuff like that. Stuff that's maybe you wouldn't get from a normal review video. So the first thing that I like about these shoes is the feel of them. It's a really nice leather. They didn't have any type of break-in period with them. Like I never got any, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten rubbing on the back of your heel, but I've never really gotten any of that. I did have on my right shoe, my right foot is a little bit bigger. So it like kind of pushed in on the sides here on my pinky toe or my little toe down, whatever that toe is called, on my right side. But you can just get like a stretcher and stretch it out, and there's no problems there with that. But that is one of the weird things is the sizing. So this on the bottom says 9. And I don't wear a 9 in anything, so I don't really know if that's like a thing for Gucci, if they just have weird sizing, or if it's a like European sizing on the bottom. But like my Nikes that I have are 10.5s. My Allen Edmonds are 9.5s. Yeah, it's just weird sizing. I don't wear a 9 in anything else. But with that said, they don't have half sizes, so they only have like a 9 and a 10. Once you find your size, they're still really comfortable, even if you're like a 9.5. Like I said, I just stretched out that one shoe. And yeah, they're just overall really comfortable shoes that don't have a break-in period, at least for me. The second thing about the feel is I also feel more confident when I wear them. Like I feel good about myself wearing them. Not in like a pretentious sense, it's just like when you wear something nice, like you go out and you put a suit on and you're wearing a nice suit, or not even a nice suit, you can just be wearing a suit, and it makes you feel good, you know, it makes you feel more confident. That's the same thing that these do, whether I'm in shorts or whether I'm dressed up in them. Again, I'm not here to give you fashion advice, but I will say that it makes me feel more confident and makes me feel good wearing them, which is something that I think is really nice, and one of the best things that I enjoy actually about wearing them is how it makes me feel. Another thing is how they wear. So these have been worn a decent amount over the last year. I mean, you can see the heel or the sole there. You can see that it's pretty worn, and the back rubber is pretty worn in too. Like it has that angle on it when you walk, you know, this little back piece, I don't know what it's called. So I've worn them a good amount, and I don't know if you can see the leather looks still new. Like it's not, I haven't done anything to them. I haven't done any type of cleaning. Gucci actually doesn't recommend shining and polishing for these. There's a ton of videos online of people doing them, so it doesn't really matter. But if you like send them back to Gucci to like get resold or something like that, they actually don't recommend shining for them. And I had talked to them about that. That's the only reason why I know that. But it's one of the few shoes I feel like that's like that. With that said, next time I'm walking around in an airport or something like that and there happens to be a shoe shiner, I will probably get them shined because I don't know. I just watched some videos of them online and they just look a little more shiny. So, and people were just saying online, like if you want them more matte colored, don't shine them. If you like them shiny, shine them. Like it's just preference. They said there was some style thing to the matte, but I don't really know, like the matte finish, but I don't really know like how that works. I just like shiny shoes. But with that said, these are still shiny, and there's not a lot of creasing in the leather. These have been beaten on too. Like I've been on several trips and I would just put them inside of like a duffel or my backpack basically, and they'd be at the bottom. They just got all squished up. Like they were all messed up and squished down. And I was like, okay, I should probably do something about this. So I went out and I bought these from Allen Edmonds, which was the closest shoe store, and stuck them in there. And even with that, even with like being beat on like that, they still have retained their shape really well. They still don't have any weird creases anywhere. The leather still looks great. I haven't really taken care of them. Like I said, no shine, no shoe thingies in them, and they still look great. I also don't wear these with socks ever. I don't think I've ever had socks in them, and the leather on the inside is really soft. It's actually like softer than the outside now that I feel it. So I don't know if that's normal for the leather to always be softer, but I can tell you these are really soft and you do not need socks with them. So one of the things that really drew me towards these were the history of them. I'm a sucker for like the quintessential of something. And when I was Googling like loafers to get, I wasn't planning on spending Like after tax, this thing was like $780 or $790 or something like that. I wasn't planning on spending that, but after Googling for a while, I just found like everybody came back to Gucci loafers for some reason. It was just like what everybody kind of compares to. I guess if you were to compare like luxury cars, how everybody compares to like Ferrari or Mercedes or something like that, this was like the quintessential loafer. So I mean, why that is, I don't really know, but I do know that there is one of these in like some type of art museum somewhere in like New York or DC or something like that. So that's kind of what drew me, is the fact that whenever you look them up, this is what came up. And so we went into the store, tried them on, I really liked them, and decided to pick up a pair. But I wouldn't say that these are like a good value. Like, you don't buy name brand items, I would say, like luxury. You don't buy luxury items because of the value that they bring. You buy them because for the design, or because you can afford to, or a host of other reasons, but it isn't particularly the value that you get. So I'm sure that you can get much nicer, much higher quality loafers out there for much less. But with that said, I like the history of it. I like the fact that they've been around for a really long time, and that this iconic horse bit accessory, or whatever that would be called, on there. Again, I'm not really a huge fashion guy, but that's what I like about it. I like how it makes me feel when I wear them. I would say that if you can afford them, I would 100% recommend these. If you're really into fashion and really into design and really into the history of something, and you're saving up for it and really want these, I would say 100% go for it. Yeah, you can get possibly higher quality for less, but at the end of the day, you are paying for a name, and you are paying for the brand and the history of something like this. And if that matters to you, I think that it's worth it. So I've enjoyed owning these, and I've never had anybody know what they are. I've never been like, hey man, nice Gucci's, but it still gives me a good feeling knowing that I'm wearing something quality. So in the same way, like I said, a suit or a nice watch or something like that will give you, really anything nice will give you. So yeah, I definitely recommend them. But this is my first video ever. I'm thinking about doing more videos on reviews of items, like higher end items. Maybe, I don't know if they're all going to be luxury items, but I feel generally higher end items. If you enjoyed this, I know all the other YouTubers say subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. If you guys want to do it, that would be great. I don't really know what it does at this point, because this is my first time ever doing it, but all right, thanks for watching.